Hello everybody, and welcome to the 100th episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, whether it be TV, comics, movies, or video games. And I just wanted to start off by saying thank you all for watching, supporting, subscribing, commenting the last 2 years and the last 170 videos, including like Geek Corner Minute and all that. But this is the 100th episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. So thank you so much for watching. Y'all might notice the camera works a little bit different today. It's being run by my lovely wife, Ellen.
Hello.
And the reason why is I'm thinking what would be cool to do for a 100th episode, and it's been requested by at least 2 or 3 people on like Google Plus and stuff, that they wanted to see what the Geek Corner looked like. So I figured for 100th episode, why not have a full-on guided tour of Mr. J's Geek Corner. So here we go. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not good at this, so rank amateur alert.
And I'm not a professional camera person, quite obviously, from the shakiness of this video.
So you guys will say rank amateur alert, definitely on my part. Rank amateur me. I wanted to start off first. Anybody that's already follows me on Google Plus has seen this before. The door to Mr. J's Geek Corner start off with the letters up here, which we got it on at Hobby Lobby. But Ellen came up with the idea of putting them on the door like this, and it's the initials to our name, J and E. And since I like Superman so good, I got the J. Since she got Batman so good, she got the E with all the Batman stuff on it. But we couldn't find anything particularly good as DC for the ampersand, so we got a Marvel one. But it still looks cool. And down here at the bottom of the door, we've got a couple of metal signs, if you can see them real good. A Batman one, which I purchased on a mountain trip one time at the Mass General store. And the Superman one, I think it was like a little place that just sold particular novelty, stuff like that. Thought it was so cool that I had to have it for the Geek Corner door. But you see the poster says "Keep Out." I'd rather it be the logo like you see on my shirt. This is the first I ever put on the door. More for novelty effect than it is to actually say tell people keep out, because this is a very welcome place. Let's go right on in. Right on in here, and here we are. This is where all the magic happens every single week on YouTube. You don't normally see this part of the Geek Corner, but I thought I'd start off here. Every single show is filmed right here in the Geek Corner. So as I'll start off by showing you all these different posters that I've gotten over the years. This is one that I got back in 2002. I think it's after episode 2 came out. I know a lot of folks out there is like, you got something from episode 1? I just thought it was cool. Over here you have one from Spider-Man 3. The coolest image of the entire movie, definitely. I don't know why they did this for Man of Steel. They took every possible Jim Lee drawing of classic Superman and altered it to look like this. They altered it to incorporate Man of Steel into it. It looks cool, but I just don't know why they did that. I mean, you had so many good pictures of Cavill. Why did they do that? But either way, I just thought it was pretty cool. And speaking of Man of Steel, my giant Superman figure. They have one in the black suit. I hate I couldn't ever get my hands on, but what are you going to do? I was going for a whole theme here. I want one window to have Superman and one to have Batman, but I can't find a Superman version of one of these. And here is a storage box, but I can't. But I've doubled it as a display shelf. And you see here, there's some of my Marvel clicks, and it's just a variety of different clicks. I'm gonna take liberty right now to say all of this is not just my collection; it's a conglomeration of mine and her collection. The Cthulhu-looking monster right here, that's from her collection. You got all these different Funkos and turtles back here. And of course, one of my favorites, Predator, and that's hers. Yeah. Vegeta, one of her favorites. And Hello Kitty, Ninja Turtles here. You got Slash and a Leonardo. I like his helmet look kind of like Galactus's, so that's why I got him. This came from a box of Batman Valentines. That's the only reason I got it, actually, was for this poster. The Star Wars calendar. Unfortunately, this month has to be Tusken Raiders. The Hulk poster, which I got from a local comic store, which is kind of a freebie. The Battle of the Superman one up there. That is actually from a package for an issue of Wizard magazine, but a definitely classic Superman poster. Exemplifies every bit of what Superman stands for. We actually got this at a flea market where they were selling a lot of comics, and I happened to ask did they have any, and they just handed me one. She's a big fan of Darth Vader. I thought I like it too. I think it's awesome. And under that is from an event that the comic book store had, where they had a lot of artists there selling their stuff, and she liked this so much that she got it. Over here is probably the very first piece of Man of Steel merch that I ever got. Now from that is, you might as well call it my DC table, and which is like every other thing that is not Superman or Batman or Green Lantern is on this table. Wonder Woman and her evil counterpart, Superwoman over here, Flash here, Aquaman here, Hawkman there, Sinestro and Sinestro Corps and Red Lanterns and Orange right here, and you see Green Blue Hal in the back. We got Hawk and Dove. One of my favorite figures, Anti-Monitor, you can see there. The Justice League, Justice Society, all these different just like a Legion of Superheroes, just every possible clique you could possibly imagine, right here in one spot. All my buttons there. Down under that, part one of the Batman collection. This shelf consists of duplicates that she got, other Bat vehicles that's not Batmobile, some of them that are. Member of the Bat family and every member of the Bat Rose Gallery. There's a couple of domos under there. One of the classic Robin and one of Two-Face. Down from that is, I guess you could call my dino shelf. We've got an owl there. Her owl bookends. Every one of these dinosaurs here is from a movie. Obviously the left is. But over here, this is from these two T-Rexes right here are from King Kong 2005. And this T-Rex here is from Jurassic World. And over here, of course, speaking of Jurassic World, is a Stegoceratops, which was going to be in the movie from what I heard, but wasn't. Wound up getting cut from the script, but it wound up in a video game. Of course, you see right there all the different Godzillas that I've got there. Bottom of the shelf is kind of a variety pack, I guess you could say, of different figures. Simpsons that we got from local bookstore when they closed down, unfortunate. Behind that is figures of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. There's a duplicate Robin Domo. Behind him is a Star Trek glass from the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie they sold at Burger King, and I was like, I definitely have to get me one of the Enterprise, and I did. And I've never taken it out of the packages. Abomination figure from the Incredible Hulk movie, and a Plankton figure from the newer SpongeBob movie that came out earlier this year, Sponge Out of Water. Next to those two is a couple of Halo figures that came in a 2-pack. That's kind of a joke between us that we like a clip from Robot Chicken. Donkey Kong Halo, in which the Halo troopers go in there and they do their own assault on Donkey Kong and rescue the princess and all that. And every time we turned around, we were like saying the music or watching the clip and all the time, and we just finally found those figures on sale. We just had to get them. We just wanted them for the longest time. We got those, and we were dating. I got one, and she got one, and now they're together again. Above the shelf here, Man of Steel and All-Star Superman, which the owner of the comic store that I keep referencing in most of my videos gave to me because they thought I would want it, and I'm really appreciative of that. And under that is a poster that was given to me by a friend I work with. She found it in her attic, and instantly she thought of me, so she Brought it to me at work one day, and it's been hanging up here ever since. Here we are finally at what I call the Superman corner of the Geek Corner. The most often seen portion of the Geek Corner on everybody, which is featured in probably about 90% of the shows. Just a whole ton of different versions of Superman. You see Ultraman up here, you got Flashpoint, All-Star Superman, you got Clark Kent, a couple of Clark Kent clicks up here, you've got ones from like the Super Friends toy line from Fisher-Price, you've got Man of Steel, you've got Hunter Prey, Cyberlink, Justice League, JLU, Cyborg Superman. You've even got Bizarro over here in his own little portion of the shelf. You got Earth 2, Earth 11, Earth Prime, Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come has particular significance because that was a present to me by my lovely wife/camera person for our very first Valentine's Day. So that definitely has sentimental value to me. Here's some more of the different versions of Superman from over the years. Black Lantern Superman there. Right in front of him is Brave and the Bold, which is just a variant figure they put out. Superman Red, Superman Blue, and the blue click on top of the red one there. I had to find the red one at a flea market, same flea market I found some of the other stuff. Right beside it, you see the Marvel version of Superman Gladiator, open and unopened. And beside him is the click of the composite Superman. You see it there. That was a unique find. The comic store where I used to go to, one day out of the blue started having like really awesome clicks in their stray click bucket, and I snagged them off for like 50 cents a piece. Right there is another Superman Red, and beside that is a Clark Kent Superman from Superman Returns. It was open, and over there beside that is the Clark Kent Superman from the second Lego DC movie, from the Lego Batman movie, might as well say. Beside that, that's from the Batman toy line that now is turned into Batman Unleashed, when they had a Superman. It looked kind of like Injustice one if you really think about it. Under him is an unopened one from Superman Returns. I wanted to really keep in the package. And next to that is Captain Marvel, aka Earth 5 Superman. This part is the Superman family shelf. Superboy, all the Superboys here from like Young Justice in the 90s and Legion and all. And over there you see Supergirl, all the different versions of her from over the years. Superwoman, the two different versions. I think the Lois Lane version from All-Star and the Lucy Lane version from the new Krypton World Without story from just before Flashpoint. Crypto. Behind him is Steel, and all the different versions of Steel and his armor from over the years. And wanted to show one more little thing right here with this Superboy right here in the chamber. Watch this. Ain't that just as cool as a breeze? And my sister-in-law got me that, and she found that for like dirt cheap at a store one time. I just thought it was so cool. Got it for him for Christmas. Here you have the villains shelf of the Superman corner there. And all ones like Zod and his cohorts, and Lex and Doomsday and Brainiac and Conduit, and which came from the 95 set of Superman, and Metallo and Magog, Darkseid. Most of it clicks, but hey, it's still cool. Here you see my Man of Steel figure collection. The very top being the Movie Masters one, and the rest of it below is like your basic figures here. And the only ones you will not see in this collection is there's two certain ones that to me just look so awful, and the clunky armor they put in it looked like something Lex Luthor would wear instead of Superman. I was just like, I could do without them because they look so terrible. But my favorites of these particular ones is the ones in the black suit, because they just look so awesome. And the one on the bottom of the black suit I actually found at a Five Below store for $5, and I didn't even know they even had it. So it was definitely a great find. A few little interesting items. This one right here is a spool of stickers that I got from Hardee's that was doing Man of Steel promotions. That's where you'll see some cups and other items I got from there later on. But they gave me this whole spool of stickers, along with another thing that they give me that you'll see later. But I was just amazed that they gave me this many stickers like this. I mean, this is a whole roll. Look at this. It's a whole roll of unused stickers they just gave to me. I thought that was really generous and awesome, of course. And here is an ornament I got from Toys R Us, same place I got Mermaid Man Barnacle Boy from. Hanging here is the first Man of Steel figure that Walmart ever put out. It was kind of almost like a preview thing, a little bit. And that's essentially what it does, which is weird because Superman doesn't do that. I got it anyway because it was the first figure they put out of them. They even had Zod figures like that, so I just went ahead and got that while since it was the first of the mini Man of Steel figures to come. Starting part 2 of the corner, at the very top of the tallest shelf in the whole Geek Corner here, one of many Man of Steel cups, one of many Superman cups, period. Classic Funko Superman, Man of Steel Funko, which both you got me. A Man of Steel keepsake ornament, also got by one we got from Walmart. Classic keepsake ornament of Superman. He definitely has a lot of sentimental value because it's the very first Christmas present that Ellen got for me when we were dating. It was the very first Christmas present she ever gave me, so that definitely has sentimental value to me, a lot of it. Classic Superman Domo. I just think it looks cool. I think you got me this too. Yeah, I thought it looked cool. And also right beside him, bobblehead classic, which again you got me. Man of Steel cup, and you see back there behind them the classic, one of the classic figures. This is supposed to be a flying Superman that was got for me for Christmas years ago for the sake of my nephew, who was about a year old at the time and really was into it, and he wanted to put it up in my room at my parents' house and have it go fly around and around, but we just never did it, so he just wound up being a display statue forever and ever. Beside that, you see Regime Superman, which we found at Walmart. Weird enough, that was kind of a rare find. The thermos bottle around here and the body wash bottle around here. And around here, another drink bottle, another thermos bottle, a snack keeper, which is similar to one Ellen has as Batman. Hers has bat ears, mine has hair. Mine has hair and a little curl. And a thermos that my sister-in-law gave me. This is mostly the cup and glass section of the shelf. You see a lot of cups here. There's one back there in the back that my nephew used to use. But you see back there, there's boxes of candy back there, which by the way are terrible. No wonder they were $1 a piece. Actually $1 for the whole flipping pack. A couple of Easter eggs back there. Back when my nephew used to be into Superman and everything, my mother used to make him little Easter baskets to have little Superman eggs in them, and I determined I was going to get me one of them eggs, and I did end up getting at least one of each of them, one regular, one returns. Back there in the back you see the 2-pack of figures that never got opened. Superman versus Bizarro, Man of Steel lanyard. Just never opened it, just never wanted to open it, I just thought it was too cool. You see the box in front of it. There used to be a watch in that box, and I just liked the box so good I just put it in here with everything else. Journals and stickers that I've bought over the years, and even car decals for a car that I no longer have because it's now a piece of scrap. Cups, and the classic cup, and decal I got from Hot Topic, the Come At Me Bro thing. Thought it was pretty cool. I actually got me another one, but I just haven't used it on anything yet. And same with this patch I got from Hobby Lobby. This little miniature lunchbox here. I got that from a little shop in the mountain, a little novelty store in the mountains. And behind that is a bank I've had for years and years. It's the closest thing to a bust I'm ever going to get because busts are way too expensive. They ain't too expensive for like a piece of stone or metal. So I got me a plastic bank, which is just as good. My nephew got one too. But I think I got mine before he did. can from Superman Returns of Pepsi. Hardy's Cup, and in case you didn't see it a while ago, there's a Hardy's Cup over there of Zod with the villains and everything. Right here is a pair of headphones Ellen found at a rugged warehouse. Definitely a good collector's item, definitely. I mean, just look how good this package is in. A glass and a mug that my sister-in-law got me for Christmas 2 different years. But yeah, they just look so awesome. And back here is a water bottle. I don't know if you can see it. Found for $1 at Walmart. There's more stickers there. Not the exact same, but almost the exact same, but not quite the exact same. Digital watch. This is from a group of figures called Heroics. And this is a Superman one, which I happen to have plenty of spare extras of.